Ahoy there guys, welcome back to another video of Mutiny Pirate Survival. This is the third installment to our tutorial series. So today what we want to do is we want to go ahead and finish off the boat. Now hopefully up until this point now we've shown you how to find the resources for the boat, where to find all the non-craftable items for the boat through the Dead Man's Island event, and all the other little bits and pieces in between. Now what we're finally going to do is have this completed, and this is going to allow us to do many of things. So the first thing will be is that we're going to be able to unlock the northern zones via the shallow waters, and also as we get on within our game play, the southern zones via the Lighthouse. So the first thing that we want to do is open up the boat, which is in fact called the slipway, and we're going to finish off all the pieces. Now I've got everything here ready to go, so let's drop all the bags in, the fasteners, the scrap iron, the planks, and what we want to do is the final pieces. So as I said in the previous tutorial video, you do need the compass, the spyglass, the rowlocks, and also the ore that we found through the Dead Man's Island chest event. So let's go ahead and add those in, and we can finalize. So the slipway is built, rowing is now available to you, new territories are also available on the global map. So what we also want to do is I also want to add some tar into the boat, and this will allow us to use this as energy if our own energy supply is low. So you can go ahead and repair that as much as you have tar available to spare, all the way up to about 500, and that way this will allow you to move across the shores at a quicker pace, but also use this in lieu of your energy. So what we're going to do is we'll definitely head out. We will show you the shallow waters first off. Alright, so let's head over to the shallow waters. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to jump into the zone. Alright, so here we are in the shallow waters. Very nice looking island here. Now, what we need to do is, you can, if you like, loot up any chests that you come by. As you can see, we've got a few things here. So we're going to go ahead and take some of those things with us because we don't want to leave those behind. Now, as you can see, I do have some bombs here, which is a requirement in order for you to get through the shallow waters here. So as you can see, once that explodes, you'll be able to move on and progress through to the next part of the shallow waters here. So as we wait for that to explode, you can also receive more limestone as well as these break apart. So it is a nice little way to get some resources as you're going through. Let's go ahead and jump out of this zone. So now that we're out of the zone, this has finally given us accessibility to go over to the northern zones. Now, I know what you're thinking, you guys will probably want to get over to these zones pretty quickly, but you need to be careful, as you guys may need to come and be anywhere close to level 50 in order for you to travel to these islands safely to gather resources. But what I want to show you next is the Islanders tribe, and I'll explain exactly why this is an important zone for you guys to visit as well, now that we have unlocked the north. Okay, so now that we're in the Islander tribe here, this is a safe zone for you guys to visit, and it has some interesting things for us to have a look and sort of walk around. So as you can see, there are some friendly natives. We have an islander here. What we're able to do is we can get ourselves earrings as we go along through our journeys, and they can create more powerful earrings. Why is this important? Well, it's going to give you better stats in order for you to have, say, better damage, better defense, better attack speed, better spirit. So if you guys want to have a bit of a look at this, let's go ahead and open up one of these chests just to give us a bit of an idea. Now we are presented with 3 earrings to begin with. So let's go ahead and drop these in, and we can go ahead and craft it. This gives us a spirit +2. In order for you to continue to increase these earrings to get higher spirit, you do need at least +2 times 3, and then so on and so forth, in order for you to increase and get better earrings. So that's just a quick little overview on how that actually works. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an insight as to what you guys need to do. Now if you want, you can go into this little chest and open up, and you'll have a few more rings, and we can also do the exact same thing. So let's go back and I'll show you guys once again. So pop that in there and in there, and let's forge ourselves a new earring. So it's been improved. We've got +3 spirits, so that's just a little bit better. So you might get some randomized luck here. And we've increased our spirit to 27 from 24. There you go. And the other important reason for you guys to come past here is that there was also a necklace lady over here, but if you need earrings, we need to speak to our islander over here. But also, this serves as another trading port as well. So we can speak to this islander here, and we'll have the ability to trade to get some of these items here. And that's also very important, because you might be low on these, or these might be hard to come by. So by defeating certain animals like the gorillas for the fangs, the lizard skulls, you'll be able to trade these in and get certain resources, and they refresh every so often, so every 12 hours. So there we go. So this is a brief introduction into the Islanders Tribal Island here. Hopefully you found this one here informative. So I hope you guys visit this place from time to time, and this will give you guys some better insights and give you a bit of a leg up in terms of progressing throughout the game there. Alright guys, so the next thing I want to show you is the Temple of Trials. Yes, so we're going to head over to the Temple of Trials. What is it? Well, it's a trial run of enemies that you must survive each and every single wave as much as possible. So when we jump into the zone, I'll show you what it's all about and what the requirements for this will be. Okay, so for the very first time, when you jump into the Temple of Trials, you'll find this little pop-up. So you found the Temple of Trials. Start the trial for the first time. You need to talk to the shaman. If the shaman gives you his blessing, you may activate the altar that's located at the center of the temple. So let's go ahead and jump up, speak with the shaman over here. So peace upon you, stranger. Only a brave warrior can find this place. Perhaps it is even you who will be able to handle with evil in these waters. Prove yourself. Drink this potion, activate the altar, and survive the last stand arena. The spirits won't leave you. May them save you from final death and help in a battle. So let's drink this, and let's head into the trials here. Alright, so before you begin, what you'll find here is we have animals that we can tame. So dependent on your spirit level, you'll be able to go ahead and tame these animals, and this will allow you to have some backup if required. And we can only just have the gorilla here for now. So let's go ahead to the middle. Let's have a look at the altar. These are the waves. Now the higher the waves that you complete, the more rewards that you're going to receive, which is obviously natural here. You do need tributes. So the Dead Man's Chest event usually gives you these items here through their loot drops, so it is imperative that you guys go into the Dead Man's Chest event to find these materials here, earring part and earring chain, and this will allow you to activate the altar. So let's go ahead and do this. So you'll find that each and every single level, it'll start very easy, and then from there it's obviously going to increase in terms of difficulty. So you'll have different enemies, whether they're holdmates ghosts here, or you'll have animals. You might have a mixture of both. It's important to have yourself equipped, ready to go. So clothing, heals, weaponry is obviously what would be required here. So let's go ahead and do another wave, just to give you guys a bit of an idea. As you can see, we've got the iguana's ghost here. And as you can see, there was a few that ran through pretty quickly. So some of them are fast, some of them are short. So we've got the rascals. And you find these guys will spawn each and everywhere as well. There we go. So eventually you'll get to a point when you are in the trials and it might be just a little bit too much for you. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this. As you can see, I've only got one heal of health. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly heal my fella up here, and we'll have him ready to go. There we go. And let's try again. So you get a one-time option to try this again if you've made a mistake. Also, let's see if we can go ahead and redeem ourselves here. So this one here, we've got some cougars here. These guys are quite powerful. So if you guys can hold off, great. If not, as I'm losing a bit of heals here at the moment and health, I may not be able to get through this one, but we're going to obviously try our best here. And look at that. So very, very lucky with that one there. Let's go ahead and do the next wave. So we're up to wave 8. Let's got the rascals over here. There we go. So as you can see, I've got completely taken out with that one there. So we can go ahead and finish. And what this does is it gives us some earrings. So you can get earrings and jewelry for yourself to wear, and this will obviously increase certain attributes. In this case, this was going to increase our attack speed by +4, so we can go ahead and proceed. And then obviously from here, we've been given some rough leather, palm board, tar, and some coin, so we can go ahead and take that. So I hope you guys have found this one here a little bit interesting. Hopefully this has given you a better insight on how to run the Templar Trials. Now there isn't a assured way for you to run the trials, so this is all up to how you guys want to set up your own strategies, and also set yourself up with weapons, armor, heals, and things like that. So hopefully you found this very informative. Okay, so the final island I want to show you guys today will be the Lighthouse. Now, why do we want to go to the Lighthouse? Well, I want to show you what you guys need to do in order for you to unlock the Lighthouse, and once this is done, you'll be able to unlock the Southern Zones, which will give you access to tier 4 resources. So obviously, as you can see, the levels are quite very high as opposed to the areas in the north here. So the areas in the north will unlock yourselves for tier 3 resources as well throughout the islands that you do have available here to you, in amongst where the tribal island is located. So let's dive into the Lighthouse. Alright, so now that we're in the zone of the Lighthouse here, there's obviously some basic enemies here that you can dispatch quite easily, so let's go ahead and do just that. And there's some basic resources for you guys to grab. But this is the Broken Lighthouse. As you can see, it requires a heavy amount of tier 3 resources, so that's why the north is so important, in order for you to obtain all these resources, craft them up, and then finally unlock the south. Now, we need 100 walnut boards, 100 stone blocks, 100 bronze fasteners, and you will need lighthouse lenses, 10 of them to be exact. Now, the lighthouse lenses are very rare at this point in time. You can only obtain these through the trader. That's right. So when the trader pops up, you will need to head over to the trader to see if there is any lighthouse lenses available. You will need 20 coral to exchange for one singular lighthouse lens. So it is quite expensive. So it does slow down the progression in order for you to get to the southern zones, but in order for you to unlock the south and obtain tier 4 resources, we do definitely need to farm as much as we can to get coral to exchange for lighthouse lenses. Once you have all of that set up, you'll be able to unlock the southern zones and finally have accessibility for tier 4 resources. Hopefully this has given you a good indication and a great insight onto how to complete the southern zones, and in order for you to unlock the south. Now, in order for you to get all of those resources, you will need to visit all 3 northern zones in order for you to find each of those items, and in order for you to craft them up and then finally lay them on the lighthouse. Okay, I guess this is going to go ahead and leave for this video here today. So hopefully you found this tutorial video extensively informative and helpful. any questions, please drop them in the comments section down below. Leave a like. If you guys haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss out on a future video. Okay guys, take it easy and I'll catch you guys in the next one.